Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Eakr, and today in this video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 weapons to be using in Modern Warfare Z zombies currently as of mid-season in the first season 1. So if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to drop a like. If you guys are looking for people to play with, or maybe you need schematics unlocked, or maybe you are looking for just people to play with, beat Redworm, some tier 4, some tier 5 missions, go ahead and join my Discord. Link is in bio, and I'm also streaming almost every single day, dropping schematics and helping people beat those tier 4 to tier 5 Redworms, boss fights, and all of that stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started in today's video. If you guys are looking to unlock the new MW3 camos such as Interstellar, Borealis, Hard Unlocked, or even play in bot lobbies where you can level up your guns and unlock camos rapidly, or even the instant delivery pre-made accounts, be sure to check out MitchCactus.com. They include tons of legitimate services for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and have over 10,000 Trustpilot page reviews. Be sure to use code Eakr for 5% off. Don't forget, act fast. Alright, so let's go ahead and make it over to our first gun. So our first gun is going to be no surprise whatsoever. If we go ahead and swap our shotgun out, you do see that we have a Lockwood 680 sitting here, and we'll go ahead and talk about that one here in a second. But our first weapon is actually going to be the WSP Swarm. This gun is obviously broken in Warzone and in multiplayer, so who would have thought it's also broken in zombies. But let's go ahead and talk about the build for this one. So kicking it off with the WSP Swarm, one of the first attachments you're going to be running is a barrel. This is going to be the WSP Reckless 90 long barrel, as it's going to help with a ton of different recoil and controls for this. Obviously we're playing zombies though, so it doesn't really matter too much. So we're going to try to build for more of a hip fire with specific guns and a speed, because zombies are fast and they do catch up to you. For the laser, we're going to be running the hip shot L20, and then if we go ahead and kick it down to ammunition, we're going to be running that 9mm high grain rounds, just to give us a little bit of extra damage and velocity on this gun. And then the key to this gun right here, guys, is going to be the 100 round mag, because when we run the Akimbo perk, which is obviously the next perk we're going to talk about, we have dual WSP Swarm submachine guns, okay? With 100 rounds off of rip. If we go ahead and pack a punch those, we're going to have 200 rounds each. If you guys are fighting the Redworm, or if you guys are going into tier 3, having this on your gun makes it insanely overpowered. And trust me when I say it, it makes Redworm so much easier. It makes tier 3 zombies so much easier. It makes even bosses 10 times easier for you guys. And lastly but not least, obviously we're going to kick on that WSP Akimbo brace stock to run dual WSP Swarms. So that's going to be the first gun. If you guys do have any questions, or if you guys didn't get to see the attachments that we have on, we'll go ahead and leave it up just for one more second, and then we'll go ahead and switch over to number 2. So number 2 is going to be also a pretty fun one, and this is going to be the Lockwood 680. Now this gun is absolutely broken even in Warzone and multiplayer. Again, we all know those guys like to use shotguns in small maps and in Warzone, so why not try it out in zombies? And this thing is also insanely broken. There is 2 different things you can do with this gun with the setup that I'm doing in the video. You can see right here we are kicking it off with a barrel, and it's going to be the Lockwood Defender heavy long barrel, because we're going to be able to actually do 2 different things, like I said, to make this kick in with high damage against all bosses, against tier 4s, against tier 3 zombies. I mean, this gun's really, really good too, trust me. All these guns on this list are very good, and I'm going to exaggerate about them, trust me, because they are definitely going to help your zombies gameplay a lot. So obviously the first attachment is going to be the barrel, and then the second attachment is going to be the slug. We're going to run that 12 gauge slug, and I'm going to tell you why right now. When we are fighting zombies with all of these attachments on the gun, we have 2 different options. We have a hip fire and a ADS option. If you guys aim in, you're actually going to make all 10 slugs hit as one, and it's going to do a lot of damage against bosses, zombies, and stuff like that. But even if you guys hip fire, it's going to do 12 kind of mini bullets, kind of in a slug shell, and it's going to hip fire around if you guys were to hip fire. But mainly you guys want to ADS with the shotgun, because it makes it so much better, and it gives it that secret little kickback that really just destroys bosses. So with the 12 gauge slug rounds, we're also going to be running the X-ray skeletonized guard. This is going to help a lot with rechambering speed, our movement speed, and our sprint speed, because we're trying to be as fast as possible, not trying to get smacked by those zombies, not trying to get smacked by Redworm or anything like that. Then we're obviously going to kick it with a stock, and this is going to be the solid off mod. Just makes it 10 times easier for speed. Like I said, we're going for movement speed. And then for the bolt, it's going to be the express light bolt. Just going to make rechambering speed a little bit faster, as we're always going to be fighting zombies, so we want to go as fast as possible. We want to make sure we have ammo. Sometimes we got to reload. And even pack-a-punching this gun is going to be insanely good. Trust me when I say it, it is broken. So we'll go ahead and leave this up one more time just in case you guys did miss any of the attachments, and if you guys want to stop the video, let's go ahead and just grab these attachments really quick. But that is going to be number 2, guys. So let's go ahead and talk about number 3, and this is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be running the BAS-B. The BAS-B is a really good battle rifle in my opinion. Does go through ammo kind of quick, but it can help you guys out a lot. So it's going to be the muzzle with our first attachment, and we're just going to be running a suppressor. It helps with the damage range a little bit and the recoil and the bullet velocity. So that's why I personally run the suppressor on it. But then we're going to be kicking it off with a barrel, and this is going to be the Bruin Venom long barrel. Then again, just helps us with our gun kick control, our ADS, our recoil control. We're just trying to shoot zombies as fast as we can. We don't want to shoot them all around where they're supposed to be shot at, so we're going to be running a little bit of stuff to help us do a little bit better. For our ammunition, we're going to be running the .277, overpressured P. This is just going to give us a little bit of target flinch on those zombies. I believe, yeah, we're going to be running the overpressured for this one. Just going to help do a little bit more damage. And then for the magazine, we're going to be running the 45 round mag. This is going to be obviously not what we're preferred to have, but when you pack a punch it, it is going to kick up to 90 in the mag. So when you guys do pack a punch the BAS-B, it's going to make it 10 times better for the ammunition that you have, and as well as the damage. And trust me, this is also very good. Every gun in this ranking right now is all good on tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, fighting those bosses, fighting even bosses in tier 3 or tier 2. All these guns are very good, and trust me, I use them on stream, and I am loving every single one of these. And then for the 5th and final attachment, we're just going to be running no stock just to have more mobility speed, because we're not trying to sweat or anything. This isn't multiplayer or Warzone. We just want to be as fast as possible for zombies. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this up one more time, just so that way you guys can go ahead and check out the 5 attachments we have on here. And this, guys, is going to be number 3. Now, number 4, you guys have probably seen before. You guys are already looking at it. You already know what it is. It's going to be the TYR, or the tier, whatever you guys want to call it. This is going to be a pistol, and man, has this gun been broken since the game has came out. So going ahead and looking at the meta build for this is going to be a barrel with our first attachment as being the 16-inch heavy long barrel. This is going to help with damage range, bullet velocity, gun kick control, and gun kick control as well. Then for the laser, we're going to be running that 1 MW pistol laser. It just kind of helps with the hip fire accuracy, because we're going to be running akimbos on this. So guys, make sure you do put on the akimbo rear grip. Then for the 4th attachment, we're going to be running a trigger action, which is going to be the ULLR's Fury. This is just going to help with our trigger response time. You guys know, if you guys do use this gun and you are leveling it up and you don't have a trigger action on it, it is very slow and it is very delayed when shooting a shot. So we definitely want to run a trigger action on this gun. And then for the ammunition, we're going to be running high grain rounds. I personally recommend running, where's it at? Snake shots, but I do not have it unlocked personally. So if you guys do have snake shots, make sure you put that on. If not, run high grain or whatever you guys prefer. But that's just my personal preference. But here is the 5 attachments for the TYR. This is going to be the number 4 in the spot, and let's go ahead and kick it with the last but not least, number 5. Now, kicking it off with number 5, before we get into it, if you guys did enjoy today's video, or if you guys learned anything or enjoyed any of these classes, please feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit a like button as well, as we are on the road to push for 10,000 amazing subscribers on here. Like I said, I am alive almost every day. I do have a Discord if you guys are looking for people to play with, or if you need help with any story missions or unlocking any schematics at all. I drop absolutely free all the time, so I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. But let's go ahead and talk about the last class, which is going to be the PDSW, other known as the PDW machine gun. Let's go ahead and see how big of a tank this thing is. So kicking it off with the first attachment, we're going to be running a muzzle, and it's going to be the Bruin Pendulum. This is going to help with our gun kick control, our vertical recoil, and our horizontal recoil. Then we're going to be running the FTAC Series IX14 barrel, and then we're going to go ahead and kick on a laser, and it's going to be the AccuShot 5MW. Then the 4th attachment is kind of weird. So we're going to be running an optic. If you guys do not prefer to run an optic, in my opinion, you guys can run whatever you want. Personally, I like the optic. I think it's pretty decent to run in zombies, especially on a submachine gun that looks kind of weird without a scope. But you guys can pick whatever you guys want. It's personal preference, no worries. And then last but not least, we're going to be running the hollow extended stock, and this is going to help the gun a lot, in my opinion. Even when we check the stats, we're going to be able to do more mobility with this gun because of the ADS, the sprint speed, and the walk aiming speed. This thing absolutely destroys as well. I know you guys have seen some videos on this, even packet punching this and having 150 to 100 in the mag. This gun's just absolutely broken. This is the number 5 spot. These guns do not have any specific order. These guys are all very good at the game. I love these guns a lot. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, love you guys. Peace.